everyone. For those of you who are new to my audience, I'm Natasha Bray, and I am a success mastery coach for women who want to unlock the ultimate up level. And I'm here today with the amazing Lucy Bennett. Lucy Bennett is a wedding business owner, and she's also an empowered success coach. And Lucy and I have been working together for the last 18 months now. 18 weeks, not months, 18 weeks in the Ultimate Uplevel Academy. And she's got 6 weeks left. But her transformation up until now has been incredible. I'm just going to hand you over to Lucy now to tell you a little bit more about her and what she does. Over to you, Helen.
Hi there. So I have owned a wedding business in Spain for the last 7 years almost. And within that wedding business, I have done very well, achieved 6 figures within the first 18 months, and then consistently had a really healthy business up until COVID. And in 2017, I wanted to share the success that I had. So I started to coach other people to come into the wedding industry and show them how to have successful businesses as well.
I know your industry did get hit particularly hard with the lockdowns and the pandemic.
Yeah, it's been crazy. So for me it was a huge loss emotionally, because I lost the thing that I have realized by working with you that gave me my complete feeling of worth in my life. So when it happened, I actually put myself out there still supporting people within my free group, coaching wedding professionals to help keep them uplifted and feeling good and positive about it and moving forward. But privately, I was kind of feeling like I was losing my life. Like literally, I felt like that what's the point? Like what, that I have nothing to live for. Without my business, I have nothing to live for anymore, you know? So it was such a complicated time for me, because I was trying to empower other people, but at the same time feeling the loss myself so profoundly.
Yeah, I can't imagine what that felt like. Like everything you'd worked hard for was almost the loss of control around it as well. And it is a grieving process that people have gone through who have had business struggles due to the pandemic.
Yeah, completely. And I feel that perhaps that and other negative experiences that I had throughout that first lockdown opened up old wounds that I had safely locked away for 20 years or so, and it brought a lot to the surface. And just putting my emotions out there, I met people who could help me. It was like, and I came across you when I was really at my lowest ebb. It was the start of August when I first noticed you. And it's funny because was in GSD and we kind of move in the same circles, but it was weird. I suppose I hadn't really acknowledged you as much. And then I saw your post and I was like, my God, this you really resonate with me. And I sent you a message saying, wow, I love what you post, you really resonate with me. And then about 4 weeks later, I saw that you were selling your confidence cash flow, and I was like, wow, I have to do that. It was a low entry one, of course. So I did that, and then I was like, wow, that really helped the transformation within this, like 19, I think it's 111 now. Course was so profound, and I, with the hypnotherapy and the imprinting, I was just like, wow, this is powerful stuff. I feel better in myself already. And then it was towards the end of September, mid-September, I think, you were promoting the second phase of the Ultimate Uplevel Academy. And it was innovation and intuition, or is it the opposite way around?
That's what you started with. That's healing the imposter, success saboteur.
Exactly. And I was like, I have to have this as part of my life. This can help me. And from then on, the journey has been profound, and the changes in my life have been profound. Every 6 weeks we work on a different imposter, And every 6 weeks I think, oh my God, I need this one so bad. You know, this is so deep in me. And we work through that, and I feel this huge transformation and life changes. The first one, we did the interview afterwards, and I felt whole for the first time. I felt like my heart had been healed. And that
That
was,
in 6 weeks. So
yeah,
healing your imposter saboteur, and we do a different saboteur every 6 weeks then. And yeah, I remember we interviewed you and there was already such incredible change. And I
yes,
think it's important for anyone watching who's potentially interested, even though it's a 6-month program, you see results like almost within the first week or two, don't you? It's like very quick results.
definitely. And the more that you've got to be prepared to do the work, because you are responsible. As the way that our business works, you know, the coaching business, because obviously now I coach all women, I empower women, not just wedding women. So I empower women, but the whole thing is the responsibility is on us as an individual. The transformation responsibility is on us. So we have to be prepared to do that work. And if you do the work well and you commit to it, you will get a transformation. But that transformation can happen within the first 2 weeks. You start to feel different. You really start to feel different. And it's like you explain it like this, and the onion, you know, you peel that first layer away, and you feel like, okay, my God, I feel healed, I feel amazing. And then something else comes up from your past, and then you peel the next layer away, and again and again. And it's, I think we have to accept as human beings that it's a process that continues in life, because we are human, you know.
And we're
And
constantly evolving as well. So yeah, every week pretty much we're working on a new layer, aren't we? Peeling away those layers. Yeah.
exactly, and that's how it becomes so effective. The fact that your way of coaching and the course, it works at being like, right, we're going to do this first, then this, and this. And but the final transformation is so powerful, because so many parts of us need this work, you know. So at the end of innovation and intuition and innovation, I decided that I would be transforming my wedding coaching business to a business that empowers adventurous female entrepreneurs who want more out of life, who want a life of freedom. So people that can identify with what I did, like leaving the 9 to 5 behind, perhaps moving to a new country, starting a new life, but also people who are ready to transform, people who are ready to really take their lives to the next level. So
How,
that was amazing, that whole creation within that.
and how has it felt making that shift?
It's been amazing. It feels right. It feels aligned. And that's what I've been aiming for. That is my kind of like my feeling of what I really want to achieve, is like true alignment in my life. And the course is making me have that alignment.
And how has it changed how you feel about yourself? Because you mentioned, you know, like a lot of people, you know, the pandemic is a collective trauma and it has re-triggered a lot of trauma for people. And you had a few, you know, really like down moments and difficult times, and how you were feeling before you started, and what's changed about how you feel now about yourself and about the world.
I I I did a self-esteem test at the very start. I actually did it when I first bought Cashflow Confidence, I believe, and I scored myself 4 5s and 6s for the way that I felt about myself, my self-worth, my self-belief, my confidence, like my happiness, all of
Mm.
these things. And I redid that after 2 or 3 weeks of wealth and worth mastery, which is the third session that we did, the third module that we did. And I scored 8s and 9s. And the one thing that really resonated with me, because I did some work also with my grief recovery coach in December, and in December even I was scoring myself like 6, 7s, and 8s, so still not there. But then after the wealth and worth mastery, I felt this sense of self-worth, self-belief, self-confidence was so much higher. But the one thing that really struck me was I felt freedom, even though we had been locked down. So I was like a 9 for freedom, because I realized that the feeling of freedom isn't external. It isn't going on the holidays that I was so used to taking, traveling, through Asia with a backpack and the adventures. It was from within. And yeah, so it was really profound.
That's the emotional freedom, isn't it? We think freedom comes from external things, or there is a number in the bank, but I always say true freedom is emotional freedom.
It really is, without any shadow of a doubt. And in fact, I feel that if everything inside is aligned and good, that life, no matter what is happening, is good, if that makes sense. You can deal with anything.
That's huge, a huge shift. And I remember you saying earlier that you felt like you'd found your true purpose now.
Absolutely. And I felt that through after intuition and innovation, but through authentic visibility, when I was having, like, through the course authentic visibility, we're putting ourselves out there, we're having to put ourselves out there. It's our responsibility within that course to get visible. And I really felt like, first of all, I changed the name of my free group from the Wedding Coaching Corner to the Wild Hearted Entrepreneur, because I wanted it to feel like a space where you could be an entrepreneur but have freedom and be adventurous. And then I didn't even think I was going to do this, but I ended up doing it. I changed the name of my membership from the Members Club. So inventive, but it shows you that I was so disconnected from my creativity before I did your courses, so I changed the name to the Empowered Success Collective, which I think has a much more adventurous ring to it. So, but even moving forward from that, so in those moments I felt so much freedom and brilliance from sharing with people that I had changed the names. It felt so good. And then throughout the last 6 weeks, I felt like I found my purpose in life. I really do. I felt like, my purpose it's not to be a wedding planner planning weddings, because it's, although I've created a successful business, it's not something that makes my heart sing. It's something that brings me a lot of stress and angst, and it's not an easy job. But the coaching is something different, like helping people to have a transformation. And even if it is as simple as them feeling better in one moment. That I did a challenge last week, and within those 4 days or 5 days, it really transformed the life of a girl that I've known for a long time in the wedding business. She sent me a message saying, like, thank you so much, because I could have completely changed the perspective. She didn't believe that she had the right to dream. That's simple. She didn't believe that she had the right to dream. And within that little challenge, she did, and she does. And now she's part of she's in the nest. And I'm, looking after her and changing people's lives and making them believe they can dream and they can have the life of success and freedom that they've always wanted. And I feel so much love about that.
It's amazing. And you're obviously enjoying your work a lot more now. You found this new sense of purpose. Your imposter has been healed, and you've unlocked your creativity more in your business. Any other shifts that you've seen in terms of your business?
Yeah, absolutely. So from a financials point of view, January is usually a dry month. It's a dry month from alcohol for most people, but in the wedding industry, it's a dry month financially. Like, many people will not earn at all. And one of my aims was to create a business that could earn 12 months a year. So I had a really successful January and billed around 5K, which for my business was amazing, because it might be 1.15 or 2 at the most. It's a really, really quiet. It's not quiet. You're doing all the consultations, but it can take, a few weeks into Feb and March to really start getting the money in the bank, you know. So that's what the difference was. I did it build, you know, build income. So yeah.
That's like more than 3 times higher than you
Yeah.
might have in
Yeah,
in the wedding industry.
absolutely. And it's because I had the confidence to just keep going out there, to putting myself out there. That's the amazing thing, that I just kept going, putting myself out there. I think all the authentic visibility is where that started. But then obviously with Wealth and Worth Mastery, it was that self-worth being healed that really changed that, because I felt like, no, I am okay. And I don't care if people think, oh, Lucy's very heavy, she puts out so many posts. You know, I don't care. I have a business to run. I need income. I've got to feed, like pay for the house and feed the dogs.
I post about 10 times a day. So like, and it works, you know, you've got to be at the forefront of people's minds. It's about being visible a lot so that, yeah, people are getting to know you, they're getting to like you, they build the trust, and then they become clients, of course. So,
Yeah, absolutely.
bro. And I think you said something about the clients you were starting to attract as well when we were chatting about shifts that you've seen. So,
Yeah, absolutely. So within the last 6 weeks, I've had many more people approach me than before, which is what I need, because I am a human design projector. I have to wait for the invitation, which is very frustrating for me, because I've spent my life living like a generator, you know, like always pushing myself out there. So it's been amazing, because it does show that the work that we've been doing and the strategy that I have adopted because of how you've taught us to, you know, showing yourself, testimonials out there, you know, being the real you, being able to connect to the real you, has helped, because people are approaching me now for one-to-one work, to come and join the membership, to come and join the course. You know, it's much more. Oh, the other thing, and I keep forgetting to tell you guys about this. I meant to post in the group. I had 3 people who I've been offering my services to talk in groups for a really long time, and no one ever responds.
mm,
And then in the last 3 or 4 weeks, 3 weeks, I've had people actually messaging me back and going, oh, I love your story, I'd love you to come and talk. And I've always felt really rejected. Like, you can imagine, like, you put it out there and no, and you're like, well, what's different about me than everyone else? I'm like, I've come from a life of adversity to create a 6-figure business in a different country. And you know, now, and in the last 12 months, despite the pandemic, I have been supporting and helping people feel empowered, even if I haven't been paid for services. You know, it's like, and I feel like I have everything it takes to have an interesting story, but no one had kind of like clicked on it, you know. So yeah, it's in the last few weeks it has changed.
yeah, that's amazing. And do you think that is like, obviously that's about the shifts in you too, but we do some stuff around story as well, don't we, in the academy? Do you think that's helped with presenting yourself and your story in a more attractive way?
Yeah, I think so. I don't feel I'm the best writer, you know. It's hard, it is a tough one for me, so it's something I'm really working on. um So, but yeah, definitely. I mean, I think overall, the way that you incorporate like the strategic things that we need to know and do in our businesses to have success, as well as the healing, that's what makes it so complete.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that. And what would you say was the biggest shift if you could only pick one? What would be like the biggest shift about this whole academy? Even you've still got a bit left, of course, but so far.
Um, it has to be, because this really sums it all up, is the feeling like I've found my purpose in life. Because some people don't ever find their purpose in life. Some
Mm,
people spend their whole lives wondering why or what. And I feel I found my purpose, and I'm going to grow into that more. And yeah, it's that's so profound. But the self-worth is massive for me, because that was such a thing from my childhood, and that's all built into it. But yeah, finding my purpose without a doubt.
That's amazing. I'm so happy for you. And I know this is just the beginning, and there's so much more growth and transformation to come for you as well.
Completely.
What would you say is different about the academy to anything you might have done before?
My perspective has always been that your state of mind, but obviously I've always thought mindset, on a light level. Mindset is so important for your business, but now I it with your course, it's beyond that. It's mindset and down and beyond. It's that deep subconscious work that really gets that transformation. And of course it's a lasting transformation, because in a way mindset work, it helps while you're doing it, right? It's like if you bring it into your routine and you keep going, it helps. Whereas the work with you and the work with this course is it transforms you deep inside, so that within yourself, within your heart, you feel like a different person in a good way, in a good way, truly transformational. And that's everything else is, oh, that will help me run my business, but not really
Yeah.
getting the transformation inside. And it's that transformation inside that will bring true success.
Yeah. I do. I truly believe that that's what helped me with my business. Um, I first started my sort of deeper transformational journey, not trying to grow my business. It was something else. I had actually deep relationship wounds that meant that I couldn't have long-term relationships. So I was looking to heal that. And as a side effect, my business started to grow. And I'm like, whoa, what's going on here? Because I haven't done anything different to what I normally do. And then I made that connection between inner healing and business growth that was not related to business stuff at all. So that's where, my purpose was found. And I began this line of work that I've been doing nearly 3 years now.
Yeah.
Feel that long, but nearly 3 years. So it's just like a dream come true for me to be able to help other people with that as well. And quite often, most of us live a life to please other people. And so we're in careers that other people expect us to do or that we think we should do. We act in ways that we think other people want us to act. And we're not actually living an authentic life. Not because we're inauthentic, because our wounds are blocking that.
Yeah.
Uh, and I truly believe the more you heal, the more you just step into who you really are and who you're meant to be. And that is what magnetizes more success then.
Yeah. Without a shadow of a doubt. Without a shadow. It's so powerful, is what it is. It's so powerful that I would recommend it to every everyone.
Everyone needs this work. They really do. The Americans have got it right when they say that like everybody needs therapy. Like I truly believe.
It's so true, but I think especially in the UK, we're so prim and proper and blocked by it. It's like actually we don't want to admit that we have a problem. And when I talk to my friends, they'll say, yeah, but I had a really good childhood. And it's like, but it doesn't mean that you don't have wounds that can be healed.
Really important point to bring up. Like not everybody has gone through big trauma. Like I've gone through a lot of very big trauma in my life. But it's not always the big trauma that creates wounds. It's going through experiences where you didn't feel good enough or you didn't feel loved unconditionally. And that's most people, to be honest with you. Once you really look at it, most people felt like they needed to be perfect or needed to get good grades or to be loved essentially, whether that was intentional or unintentional, and that creates a wound that blocks you from being your true self, and particularly creates that hustler archetype that we've just worked on as well.
Completely.
Well, thank you for sharing all of this with us today.
That's a pleasure.
If people want to find out more about you, where can they find some more information?
On Facebook, I have a page. My business page is I am Lucy Bennett, and that was part of my finding myself. It's like hiding behind a name all the time. No, I am Lucy Bennett, so I'm going to put myself out there. And I have a free group that females are welcome to join, and it's called the Wild Hearted Entrepreneur. So you can find that on Facebook.
Thank you for that. Well, that's it from us. And if you are thinking that this Ultimate Upper Level Academy could help you, do get in touch. We are enrolling for the next round now, and you can just ask me any questions or hop on a call, and I'll be happy to answer them. So that's it from us. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.
Bye.